fingers. It's like everything's at least in place. But I have to leave the bandages on for a while, till it seals properly. Wonder if everybody else is already up, or... So there's any news. Oh! Morning.
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 Crap. Did you see Mason waking up at all?
Mason? I haven't seen him yet this morning. I'll
be back, Hannah. I have
do
some
think
urgent things.
Kari might be having some problems.
Popsicle.
It's fine. I'll back after.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I call her name and she don't stop.
I don't think she heard you.
Probably not.
Morning.
An emergency, perhaps
Morning.
the buster needs to be. Never mind.
Right, well, you want to go grab the other two?
We're still waiting on Mason, but
Aye, and I'll collect Mason. Run along.
of course. Are we coming, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be back.
All right, boys, we're going.
Arbor. Alright.
Wait, Rowan.
Hey, Ryder.
I mean, technically, if you want, Ryder, you can come along.
Oh no, I am not a plant person. I'm good.
It's not that hard.
Look, I am not
Well.
a plant person.
The offer
What?
is always open.
Neither am I. I'm a rock
Thanks.
person.
Right. By the way.
And I'm a cheesy bacon type of
Dana.
person.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
Nina?
Yeah.
Sorry, hi.
Because it ain't easy being
We should
cheesy.
probably-
Bacon.
Do you know where you get your bread for the cheesy bacon?
Just
But
go ahead. Head on over.
Thanks. You said blue Play-Doh? Or red?
Huh?
Red's pretty close for greenhouse. Wait, where are they going?
I don't know where she's going.
Yeah.
But we're headed to the greenhouse.
Have fun at the greenhouse, my guy.
Whoa!
Oh, boy.
Whoa!
Oh, well, on this portal.
Come on.
Back on it goes.
Let's try it again. Take two.
Try again!
Nope.
Take two!
Wait,
Come on,
what?
Take two!
Are you
All right, take
serious?
two. How you doing?
All right. Well, I'm going through.
James.
All right.
Right.
Hello?
Oh, shit.
Whoa! Careful!
Alright?
Sorry! Flame Rider.
Careful with the
Alright, let's
portals.
take care of this.
You never know who's gonna be on the other side.
Yeah. It's your
It
fault
would be
they stand too
horrible if it
close.
got broken.
I almost had a full squad today. Cool.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Thanks, Mason. Gonna have to harvest our plums with one arm today. Wait, actually, I could use my sling. My arm's already in a position where I could carry things.
Do you need me to help you with this?
I could, yeah, I could use an extra hand.
Yep. You said just the 8, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. Things here. It's a big one, right? There. Okay. Next one. That? Sorry.
It's
It's a
alright.
little difficult to do with one hand.
Okay, just trying to help you when I can.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
That ought to be good. It's a big one, right? There.
Good. Fine.
Here. Thanks.
Not too bad. Yeah. I should stand on this side of you. Up that way.
Alright, tip number 2.
And 2 more.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
We'll take care of it after.
Alright.
okay.
So much for socializing. Let's go, guys. Don't be late.
Oh, that was the bell, then you better.
Inside, everyone.
Reason why we're stopped?
Main hall, everyone. Let's move. Let's go.
Maybe have a chat or two,
Come
but
on,
you know,
come on. Gonna move on.
you know, it is a military academy, so.
Wait.
Excuse me, sir.
Then.
Come on.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, hit the door again. Shit.
Everything alright?
You know, for a demon, you're kind of clumsy.
Hey. For an elf-looking dude, you sure are pointy ears.
It was because I am a half elf.
Oh,
Regardless, let's go. Come on, Jay.
well, that kind of defeats what I just said, doesn't it? Yep. It's a fact. Pretty factual. And, he is an elf. Half elf.
You look lost.
Another time. I don't want to
Oh, I'm just wondering where
risk
the
my
rest of my
attendance.
squad's at.
Understood.
Hold on.
Looks
You
like
see
almost
why I left
everyone's
you?
arrived.
Yes, she's over
Lila
there.
said she'll be just a minute. Yes. There she is.
Good morning, Willow.
Take care of yourself.
Morning. Good morning, everyone. You may sit at ease and all that. Today, I believe Carver has a bit of a study hall planned for you. But other than that, we do want you to take the study hall seriously, of course. Just because you're given free reign to train and everything as you see fit, that does not mean that you can dilly-dally and ignore it. As we never know when a possible orc attack or some such could happen. Plus, we do have the missions coming up here in a few weeks. So we want to keep all of you and get all of you prepared. We still have some rifles at the range in case you want to bolster and keep practicing your mana usage and the such. And everything else is, as always. Carver, is that it? All right, everyone, please meet in the Coliseum within the next 5 minutes. You're dismissed.
Augusta. What's going on?
Sure seems to be having hearing problems. Miss Augusta.
Study period is different than free period.
Your symptoms.
Study hall in the Coliseum. So it looks like a bit of a thing.
Yeah, and not.
Yes, because I know you foresee
Both of us got 2
Thanks,
minutes.
Mason.
No problem. Thanks, Mason.
Anytime. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey.
Hey.
Come here really quick. I want to do a quick check just to make sure. How is she healing up?
It looks to be staying in place. It looks
That's
like
good.
some of the cracking is starting to fuse back together.
And her
I
hand,
really feel my
that's probably going to
hand
be the more
or my face yet.
fragile.
Yeah, it's probably going
Then
to,
today I would
going to be a
suggest
little
that
bit.
all the groups that divvy up, I would focus more on study instead of physical activity.
I'll make
Yes,
sure
sir.
she takes it easy.
Of course you will, Hannah, I'm sure. Alright, well, let's get going.
They mentioned something about Coliseum.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to show you. Just follow us. Thanks, Mason.
Thanks. Of course.
Alright. The blue portal's the one to the Coliseum. It's right in front of it.
I think I caught a glimpse of this yesterday, but didn't actually come up here.
Arbor.
Yeah?
Arbor. Just had a thought. Try going in reverse. Use your back to open the door.
I guess I can just kind of push through. Kinda.
Not so much stress?
No, it's just harder to open the door, you know?
Gotcha. Just wanted to check.
Oh, and Jay said it would just be a minute if we don't see him. I think he went to
Alright.
grab something.
Hopefully Shizu doesn't take that out too hard.
I'm sure she'll be fine. Depending on what we do for study hall, we should probably discuss how our group works together. Since you've been around the most,
Yes,
probably
I know.
best to figure that out for us.
I bet he's putting on his hat again.
Actually, more taste
Yeah.
considering we actually have a demon.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
two demons.
yep. I've been here the longest. Yep, that's me. Yep, I should real good talk about how our all works together.
Exactly.
Alright. Where's all Vanguard? Of course, I'm gonna go check on them.
Good question. Where's our squad?
You know,
Becca and Rook are over there, I believe.
Where's Kari? We're all here. I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
those pillars.
We
Look,
thought I saw
did
them
it
walk
got here
again.
for. Wait.
They probably
What
left the stadium.
What is Professor
Hmm?
Vaughn wearing?
That wasn't
Not his usual mess.
what I was doing, but
He's wearing something.
Could have made better choices, you know.
He's wearing a
I
hood.
walk over there.
So I better look for that. So what do you think of this mask?
Jesse, what is it with that hood?
The what?
Why is he wearing a hood?
His new mask. It's got a hood.
Yeah, like
He's got a new mask? I didn't even look at him. Then again, that's sort of
Sounds
habit.
like everything.
I'm sorry, I can't ever imagine him as a ninja.
It's a ninja.
I mean, well, his face.
What's a ninja?
I'm like
Did his hair look different?
expert of assassin techniques
have to look
and
it
working
up.
in shadows.
Good point.
You right, Becca?
And
Does
that's
that-
Yeah, I'm
what that
sorry.
is.
What would this sit down?
I could be a ninja.
Alright.
Goose Rabba. Where's Rook?
He's with a Gusta right now.
He's just getting good at,
Indian
you know,
infirmary.
doing his, hold at
She's
skies.
hearing-
Rest is okay.
Voices. I am okay. You can.
Voices?
Yes. Shouldn't be saying that stuff. There's something called occupation confidentiality. Sorry, it's not screwed up.
Oh, at least Ryder's here. And Zach.
You can stay at ease.
Yeah,
Deadline
the couple's
today.
here.
Gonna be doing a bit of a study hall, as mentioned. Remain outdoors. If there's things you'd like to catch up on, books, reading, studying, I'd like you very much to do that. Other than that, break up into groups, find ways to practice with each other, train each other. If you'd like to work on your mana pools, you can hit up the range, practice spells, spar with each other, all the like. Don't exactly have the energy in me to run around and shout at you all today, but I'd like to offer what bit of training advice that I can. I expect you all to separate and train accordingly. I'm sure you're capable of this.
Aye, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yes.
Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, we've got the courtyard if you'd like to do physical fitness, running laps, the range, the different dummy fields. I'd like to divvy you up between there.
We did miss something.
Feel free to dissipate as you will.
Catch up. We want to go.
Well,
We want to go have a conversation.
Arbor.
Maybe we should-
You've been trained with a sword, yes?
Yeah.
Are you heading off?
Would you, since you can't exactly do it, would you like to watch me and maybe give me some pointers?
We were going to
Sure. Are
discuss, how
you
our squad
using
works together.
a sword or are you using
Before
your
you run
whip
off,
again?
We can.
If you're willing.
My whip usually, but I'm trying to.
study.
I need something a bit closer,
I just
you know,
said you want to train
a little
with your
bit
brother.
closer range.
Sure.
What in the
I
world?
could,
What's that?
Hello?
what?
Wait, what's?
What's that sound?
What is that?
That's not good.
Wait, is this the
What in the world?
What the hell?
You gotta be kidding me.
this is Spirit Week?
This is unreal.
That spirit
Welcome to
week.
the party, Ryder.
Looks like the pulse.
Huh?
That's not good. That's not.
Okay, that was a lot of shaking.
Wow.
I feel weird.
Here.
There's more sound.
Wait, whoa.
Water.
What is
The geyser!
the geysers?
And it looks like the hot springs are now in order.
Hot springs?
Oh.
Yes, the hot springs out
Yes,
there.
every year when the Spirit Week starts, the pulse ends up causing a bit of disturbance in the ground, and the geysers go up.
Huh.
Well, anyway.
So that's Spirit Week?
Wait a minute. There's a hot.
That's not all spirit week is.
Have you never seen that from the graveyard?
That
Carver,
was
you
spirit
you.
week means we get in the hospitals.
If you ever looked off to the left, there's a looks like a little cabin type thing. Told me that was
That's
like
when the
area.
spirits get disturbed and get a bit spooky.
Well,
Don't be alarmed.
Pulse firing.
it's just up to us what we do from this point forward, right?
Thanks, Carver. Well, I'm gonna go see to a couple things on campus. You have everything in order here?
What,
Felt weird though.
what do we want to do?
I was gonna say weapons training. You can show us, but it's up to you, I guess.
Well, actually, as it turns out, the way I use a sword is actually one-handed, and I use my left arm when I need to.
Alright.
I kind of promised her I wouldn't
Go ahead and divvy yourselves up.
know.
Get to it.
I'm not going to actually, you know, but I can at least hold a sword.
Class and
and show
training
you
is still
what it looks
happening, guys.
Okay, come on.
Class and training is
Yes,
still
sir.
happening.
We're still
thinking of
organizing
more on what
the,
happened afterwards.
weapons.
Okay.
That works. Perfect.
Let's head over there before everyone else does then.
Sure.
Where you guys going?
I guess they want to go to the training grounds.
Setting
what
the back of
practice?
the office, huh?
What about you?
I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't mind
Do
helping out.
some Cardio training.
Alright,
do some
that'll be nice.
weapon Practice. They really could
I'm sure
also
Arbor would be
study.
happy about that too.
I'm worried about
Huh?
these exams.
Well, I have things to check on campus. I'll be right back.
We're gonna have to set up a study day for us to review everything, that's for sure.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
In
Fortunately,
the meantime,
had
I'm gonna
a
make
bit
a
of better
pit
news
stop
today
at
regarding it,
Arbor.
but
Did those just change?
the
No, they definitely
those
changed.
Pumpkins.
Those were
Those pumpkins were not
when
colored
they didn't
before.
have faces before. That's a little.
Welcome to Spirit Week.
It was the work of mine self all along, Carver.
What?
Oh, he.
Because he's a pumpkin.
Oh, I get it.
Buying it.
He carved them.
Yes,
Wait,
I
how did you
was,
carve them?
I told you I had to see to something on campus.
Alright, let's go.
Carving
Before
job.
everybody can get weapons.
His name is Carv.
Yeah, that should be all the surprises
We
today,
should get
unless Vargas
going.
has something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
No, I hope
Well,
so.
Dear.
oh, she already took off. Okay.
Alright, where you guys going? You going to the
To the
combat area?
yeah,
Yeah, Spirit Week
Close
has
combat
awakened
quarters.
Okay.
the spirits out of it more. and-
close
We'll be there in
quarters
2-3
combat
minutes.
training area.
I gotta make a pit stop, but I'll be there.
All right. Jay's gonna be taking a pit stop, he says.
Extra sword, are you dual wielding? Still can understand
Do you want to practice shooting?
I was saying I wish they kind of had a practice shield.
Oh.
Maybe we can ask Headmaster Akiyama about it. He makes these weapons after
For the
all.
future.
Maybe. Hopefully mine should be.
Anyways, if you want me to show you. Okay. Here, let's step away from the others.
Right. Here, let me get you one.
Oh, all right.
Can you grab or?
All right.
There we go. Okay. Great.
Thank goodness these are nice and lightweight. Now, depending on the kind of stance that you want to take, that'll change which foot goes in front of the other, which way you face, that kind of thing. I can teach you the way that I was taught, which is left foot forward,
Have you practiced
right foot turned about 90 degrees, and you hold your sword up in front of you. And these types of swords, you'd probably hold them with two hands since they're double-sided. My sword's only single-sided, because the other end is meant to be manipulated by the other hand. So, you can swing up.
Oh,
sorry.
Here, let me sit on the side. Sorry.
You can swing up.
It didn't break in half when Augusta
You can change your stances.
with her sword.
But the most important thing is to know how to move your feet. You can step side to side, or forward and back. Forward and back are probably going to be the most important ones. Because if somebody swings at you, rather than needing to block with your sword and leave yourself open for other things, you can just take a step back and then come forward. Or to the side. And in. These ones also have a nice piercing tip, so obviously, if you want to push forward, that's pretty good too. But realize that that can leave you open to being deflected pretty easily. You want to be careful doing that. And if you ever see Ryder fighting with a sword, try not to do anything that he does.
Who the hell is that girl?
He's a little bit eccentric, yeah.
Yeah.
He gave me a few
Something
pointers,
about
but I don't think
stabbing
his...
repeatedly, but he doesn't really pay attention to what's going on around him. Somebody could just walk up behind him and just pop. And he's down, you know? So, anyways. One of the first things you want to practice is honestly just stepping forward and stepping back. So, step forward, step back. And if you can get good at doing that really quickly, it'll make you more maneuverable. Now, given the way that this sword is meant to be held, I'm not as practiced with this, but you can also square your legs, bend your knees, and stand more forward like this, but you'll have to have both hands for this. This one requires more emphasis on blocking and parrying someone's attacks. I don't really practice this style. You won't be able to do it, but if somebody comes down at you with a strike, and you're using a weapon like mine, you can actually brace for impact, and then guide their blade away, and then strike at them. It's pretty effective, especially against people who are using bigger weapons than yours. My blade is really lightweight, but I can still block somebody
Hey, Gavin.
pretty effectively.
Hey, Gavin. Gavin. Come here.
Here.
How did you use that?
Learning the more uses of its capability. So,
Sling it down.
Put it down?
Just be careful with your hand.
Yeah.
these kinds of blades will cut your hand if you try and do it like that. Unless you have some sort of hand protection, which, even then, it might still cut through that.
Not really.
So, swing lightly down, and you can kind of get the idea. Depending on which way you angle your blade, and with your other hand guide their strike, you can deflect them off, and then swing with a counterattack pretty easily. It's actually really good against weapons like this, where they only have a small cutting area on one side of the blade. They're kind of heavy and slow too sometimes. My dad uses a weapon sort of
Don't
like
go
that.
too fast.
I didn't plan that. Just let me know when you're ready. You said horizontal strike or vertical?
Vertical.
Straight down.
Straight down. Like you're chopping wood with an axe?
Alright.
So it's good. So, and then deflect.
Yep, kind of like that. But obviously a lot faster.
Alright.
And like I said, you won't be able to
You're
use a sword
ready.
like this. Oh, actually, Mason, could you bring your sword over here? Yours is more like mine, actually. It's only got one cutting edge.
Sure.
Gavin, can you do the same thing with Mason?
Yeah.
Here, watch what he
Horizontal
does.
strike.
Can you brace your attack with the other hand? Or, well, with your shield, I guess, if you can. Brace it with your left hand.
I believe they're wanting to show the
So
parry.
bring it up and push it to the side. You'll need your other hand, Mason. Now push it to the side. And then you can counterattack.
Preferably not with that blade, though. That looked painful.
Yeah, maybe not with that one. In your case, you might even be able to attack with your shield. If you bring your arm down, like that, you could probably push straight into them and knock them over with your shield. If you hit them center of mass, especially somebody as tall as Gavin, you'd probably knock them right over.
I was also going to say the same thing. Be wary of opponents who are reckless too. Just because you pair to the side, example, doesn't mean I can't shoulder rush you while your weapon's to the side parrying me. But of course, you do have a shield, so you have something to protect yourself with.
Mason's pretty well equipped.
I try to be.
I believe that's the thing that I need to learn is generally with larger weapons, I have to learn not only to fight with the weapon itself, but with my actual whole body. Sometimes just one large weapon isn't enough.
That's actually true of most weapons. Even a small sword like this. The way you move and position yourself and angle what you're using is incredibly important. Especially with a weapon like that that's two-handed. You need to know exactly how to angle your arm so that way you're not going to, well, basically trip yourself up.
Where did Jay go?
Jay said they wanted to observe.
Yeah, but
but
he's not exactly
They
here.
said. They also said that if you don't see them, they've probably turned in.
Oh.
Maybe he wasn't.
I
Told
guess
him
he's
to
a bit
stick
late
around.
and terrifying. Maybe the spirits
Told
got
him.
to him. I might honestly turn in soon as well. You know,
Mm.
getting
Told him
kind of
to
late.
stick around though, because to be honest with you, he stated that he knew how to fight, but that doesn't necessarily mean he knows how others fight.
Okay.
Hey, Specca.
Hey, good guys.
I guess that makes sense then. How would we
What
fight?
you doing?
Hi.
Yeah,
Doing
meeting us in a
alright.
group.
How would we fight as a group?
Are you
Yeah,
doing?
because there's we can't
Yeah.
really learn that.
Just
Well,
a little sickness is
here,
all.
let me put
Caught
this down.
something.
All right, we need to have a meeting. Wait, you're sick?
Yeah, it's a little something. I'm okay though. Have you seen any of my two squad mates around?
Not since we left the Coliseum.
Blondie
I haven't
and
seen them.
Have you? Wait, Lottie and Fabio. I know who you're talking about. That's why I'm laughing.
That's actually hilarious.
Okay.
a minute.
I haven't seen them, but I don't know. Maybe
What
they're
kind of
just
weapon do you use, Gavin?
giving off.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Mainly,
The
I use
shield,
mostly.
right?
I should
But
teach
you
Silver
guys
about that
can-
next time.
Yes, my main weapon
Yeah,
of
I'll take care
choice
of
is
it.
a large shield and generally a mace.
Take care. Right, what do you
Optionally,
do?
I've
sitting down.
slightly used two-handers like a warhammer or things like that.
So you use a shield and mace and a two-hander.
I guess
So
depending
close
on
combat.
what you're
Do you have
using.
any range abilities?
Not so much.
Okay. Arbor uses her sword, and she has, well, your speed. You can probably be more of a mid-range fighter, too. You can get in and out before anyone else stops you. What else do we need?
That's kind of the goal. Sometimes you have to be
Kari
faster if people are bigger than you.
Kari has slight long-range capabilities, but they're limited. They're more mid to long-range, and she has her trident, which is also mid-range. Well, that's close quarters, I guess.
It's
probably
more
close
towards
quarters.
close quarters. She's a bit of a mix, considering her bubble thing. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah,
I
her,
don't really
like,
think
bubble
it's
beam.
a super effective
It's not
kind of
super
weapon.
effective, but it
could
it's not
startle
super
somebody
effective.
or distract them long enough for her to, I don't know, do something.
And it could always get better. We should work on getting that, because we don't have a good deal of range except for my weapon. I don't know. Mason, you use sword and shield, and you obviously have armor, so you're good for close combat, I imagine. Do you have any range kind of abilities? Or weapons?
Not on me.
Okay. For me, I'm much more of a ranged fighter. I have my firearm, which I'm pretty darn good at, if I do say so myself. And my whip, which keeps people at tries to keep people at a distance. I'm not so good at close quarters, though. So if we did this, we would have something like you both would be in the front. She would be in the middle. Me and Kari would probably be in the back.
I
Kari can also
suppose
double as a mid-range.
Jay would probably be with me. His fighting style is pretty similar. I don't know how fast he is, but he should be pretty effective with his blade. He said he studied with it quite a bit.
Yeah, he's smarter than people think. Give him credit for.
Well, most of the time.
That would be a kind of battle strategy. That would be. Well, it's good to know formation if ever we need to just, run into battle. We should probably stick with that until we figure out exact extent of our abilities.
So me and Mason, front and center, pretty much up front, to be the blockade. Arbor and Jay, the next in line, and with their speed, they could probably do flanking maneuvers and get out quickly.
I don't even have to
you
go
and
around.
Kari
Could probably just
keep
go
people
over.
at distance, or try to.
To be fair,
Try to pick off
and you
enemies.
could watch our. And you could
you could
probably
think about it.
watch our back.
If you went
too,
up and
in case
over, all
anyone
you need
enemies go around.
to do is hit
That
one
way
of
you
our
could direct
shields.
either
All
me
we need to do
or
is snap a
Mason
turn, and you just
to change our
launch yourself over.
guarding
Whoa. Maybe that's something we could try in the future. Well, I was saying how to flank somebody or to catch somebody off guard, instead of going around, you just go over.
Oh, Marcus is here.
True. And
Hi, Ryder.
I would probably should go to that.
Well,
But-
I'm gonna probably head to bed. There's a lot to think about, but I'll think
I'll
of
let you-
some information.
And once I actually get my stuff
Cake Muggy 1.
delivered, I'll let you see how much it can maybe obscure vision. It's kind of a big shield.
Okay. Well, that's good, because if they're trying to kind of do damage and flank, you're gonna need to kind of probably block when they're doing a retreat so that they don't get crushed.
depending on how big your shield is,
I-
might be able to switch between offense and defense. So it may be something that could throw off the enemy.
Your shield too.
True.
That's why you guys are front and center.
Hmm.
You guys can take a hit.
It is a tower shield, so.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
definitely you're in the fun.
Regardless, I would like to see the strength of each of you and what you could each do. Like how far you can tend to something. That'd be fascinating. I could take measurements. I need to get me a tape measure. Do I have a tape measure? I should have had one. Sorry, I'm gonna go now. Spirit Week is messing with me. Alright, good night. Don't work too hard, Arbor.
Take care.
Bye.
I'm fine. Thanks, though.
She sounds like me when I'm working.
Hmm.
Anyways.
She sounded like you when you were thinking about making a room aquatic for her. Sorry.
Sometimes my brain gets going and I have all these ideas in my head and then I just kind of verbally spit them out.
No, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Oh.
Hey.
What was Headmaster Akiyama talking about before?
Oh shoot, we need
Something about
Probably should go to the doctor.
asking me to help out
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh. With what,
Arbor.
though? Yeah.
I'm not.
We're gonna head over to
Sure.
Vargas's.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt your conversation. We're his apprentices, so
That's
we
fine.
kind of need to go there. If you need us, we're at the docks.
Sure thing.
Remember what I said the other day?
Uh,
Just because it's a one-time thing doesn't mean that it's always forever. So if you want to come, just meet us there, okay?
Okay.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind people observing.
Let's go.
So what were you saying?
He mentioned something about a hot spring, I think.
Hello, Professor Willow.
Oi. Shown your mother the blacksmith place yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I figured you were giving her a tour.
Oh, we did just finish studying with the others, and Kevin and Mason did just head over there, so... It's right by the docks, right where you came in on that giant turtle. Silent,
Sea
thank
tortoise.
you, hon. Sea tortoise. I'll remember that.
Is it a tortoise? I thought tortoises didn't swim.
They can. Tortoises usually particularly live on land, but when referring to larger creatures like that, it's size difference rather than species. Tortoises get large versus turtles. Normal sea turtles only get about half the size of a human.
Whoa. That's a big tortoise. Turtle.
But tomato, tomato. I say tortoise, you may say turtle. But he's going to be teaching how to gather clay so that you can make weapons and things. Not sure if you're part of the apprentice program or not.
Not really.
Forewarning, an inappropriate joke might have been made here and there, just simply because of his nature.
Yeah, he seems to do that a lot.
Who?
Just pay no mind to it.
Vargas.
He's a dwarf.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Shizuka. Zuko? Whoa.
Have you seen Lila?
Nope. I haven't
you
seen Lily anywhere.
Lola?
I haven't seen her since we left the Coliseum. Shizuka, are you okay?
Why is everyone asking me that? I
Right,
am feeling great.
Love,
Wonderful, even.
typically your eyes aren't bloodshot red. They're usually this nice palish yellow. And your eye circles don't look so dark. I'm going to chalk it up to Spirit Week. That's what I'm doing. You enjoy yourself. And
As long as
good
you're
luck
okay,
finding
I
Lila.
guess.
Yes, I am excited. Goodbye.
Shy, timid, little tiny Kitsune turned into the most excited little rambunctious beetle. Great. Well, shall we?
Sure.
No time like the present.
Sorry.
I got in the blind spot.
Kinda.
Gotta remember that.
So that big explosion thing, the lights, does that happen every year?
Around here, aye.
Hmm.
Spirits
Never
get a
seen
little
one thing like
excited.
that. I'd say that looked a little more than a little.
You also have to remember that this school usually keeps or tries to bring in esteemed children that have ties with great mana or ties to the arcane itself. And in the afterlife, that can also affect you.
Guess I just don't really know enough about spirits.
Nobody really does. Only spirits do.
Well, couldn't we learn from those spirits then? I mean, we've got Pickwick, Esme, and now Shizuka. They're all spirits, right?
As far as I know. They aren't teachers.
True, I guess.
That, and I'm not one to trifle with spirits, so... Can get a world of messy. The fact that you're able to keep up in heels is just impressive enough.
I'm used to it at this point.
Oh, I hope the fucking army didn't make you do it in heels, because that'd be trifle hard.
Oh no, it's you learn to deal with it when you have to keep up with young kids.
Fine.
The fan's not exactly easy though.
I don't think it would be.
Nobody's here.
Oh, well, it looks like we just missed them. Oh, go on in. where the children will be learning how to mold and make and shape weapons and other things.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Well, if
Did
he's
you hear that?
fucking him.
I think I did.
It's probably them little shriekers.
Ah,
Are you okay?
yeah.
Was that not what did the
I think they're
thing to your
far
eye
enough
last time?
away. Yeah. I hope they don't keep setting them. Last time when I was near one, and they started making all that noise, it didn't really hurt, I guess, but I don't know. Couldn't think straight for a little bit. Everything was spinning.
Is there anywhere else you want to show your mother?
Yeah, I could show you the library.
Oh, that might be a good idea. Because
Either
you were
that
supposed
or
to
I
be
could
studying
show you
today,
the-
aren't you?
Yeah. I study pretty regularly, I think, though. I've got basically all of the knowledge memorized from the books.
She's a bit of a bookworm.
I mean, I read a lot of books while I was at home.
It's not a terrible thing, Pinky.
I know.
What's wrong?
Huh? Nothing's wrong.
But I saw you stop and look at something.
I was just looking around. I wasn't sure if maybe the others were nearby or something.
Probably in the cave. Your curiosity is getting the better of you.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, those books are staying on the shelves, so...
It's fine. I'd rather go to the library. The libraries are nice.
Mm-hmm. I give it about 5 minutes.
Huh? 5 minutes? Until what?
Nothing, it's just parents speak, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
If you last longer than that, I'm sending you home with a drink.
Okay, you're on.
Hopefully nobody's stacked the books like they've been doing recently.
actually more of a punchline.
Huh?
What?
Nothing. Just saw Chips and Speck over there. Figured Chips is probably spying on people from the bushes again.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He has a tendency to sneak around in the bushes. It's a little bit creepy. I'm being quite honest.
That is a little bit concerning.
Yeah, I've caught him on a couple of occasions. Anyways, they've got a lot of books in here. On all sorts of stuff. Like, this one on the mine.
Yeah, be careful. That looks like a really heavy book.
A lot of them are kind of heavy. We've got them on all sorts of subjects. Different monsters, plants, alchemical ingredients, even books like that one that I just showed you that are history books. Oh, that's a Spriggan. We had to sneak past one of those, near the beginning of the school year. It was kind of scary. We had all these weird clicking noises. Guess you probably already remember a lot of this stuff.
Less than you'd think.
I guess they taught you other things at the other school?
Yeah, our school focused more on, like, I guess, practical combat instead of, magic-related things. They taught us a little bit, but not enough to where it really stuck.
Guess that makes sense. There's plenty more books, if you want to see them. This is also where the bell tower is.
Well, at least now I know where she gets her bookworms, like who's from.
Anyways, there's more upstairs.
You can take it with you, Catherine.
It's fine. If I did that, I'd probably end up carrying around 10 or 11 books with me.
And there's plenty of different study areas.
Oh. What is that thing?
I'm pretty sure that's what makes it, well, it kind of helps keep everything in order here. The books basically get put back on the shelves themselves each day. And, should somebody, you know, fall from, somewhere
Oh.
really high.
Oh. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Just
They'll be
enchanted
fine.
stone, engraved with runes, organization, and, well, lack of a better term, there's a spell called Featherfall. You cast it on yourself, and, well, as you make a descent, you'll be able to easily land on your feet without falling on your ass. Or head.
Oh, hi, Rook.
Rook.
How are you doing?
Alright.
I'm doing well.
We just opened up the hot springs.
The hot springs are... That's where those geysers
yeah,
were.
that's
Yeah, we
what
were.
the
We
headmaster was talking
dug
about.
them up. We dug them up with all the clay that was blocking the way.
Oh.
Mm.
I was wondering where everybody was.
It was only a small portion of us that was during Vargas's class, so I'm not really sure where the rest of the student body is.
Well, this one's giving it to her. Victor, or not Victor, no. That's right. It's Salt and Specs were having a talking with Professor Vaughn. And then Northernman was over talking with Carver in front of the cave. Before, I'm assuming, going in.
Yes.
I haven't seen Sicily, Popsicle, or Shizuko or any of them.
I know Suzuko and a majority of them are in the hot springs area. And I know where Augusta or anyone else from that team is.
It's alright.
Anyway,
I need to find her before the end of the day.
apologies, I never introduced myself. My name is Rook.
It's good to meet you. My name's Catherine.
Nice to meet you, Catherine. Are you here to perform maintenance for Arbor?
I guess I guess you could say that.
She said that.
You could say she's here to polish her little gem butt.
What?
I have a lot of questions. She said she doesn't remember how she came to meet. Do you know?
What was that?
Where she's from and all. I asked you one time where you're from, and you said you're not too sure.
I mean...
Where the fucking book went?
It's not... I mean, I do know, but it's kind of... Catherine, you know how it is. I can't really tell you about it. Not supposed to.
Oh, very well. It's classified.
Yeah, classified.
Then I won't ask any further.
Thanks.
Where did you go off to?
It's downstairs.
Step on that.
Or upstairs. Be careful.
It's a bit nauseous. Wonder if she threw up. I'm surprised she didn't throw up by going through the portals. Most people do.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Okay. Yeah, it works sort of like the portals. There's another one on the other side of those bookshelves that takes you up to the very top of the bell tower.
Oh, that's up there?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, just on the other side of that bookshelf, there's another one of those stone tabs. Oh, he's not going to bite. Also, I apologize. Couldn't help it. She told me your name. For her.
Oh.
That is a lot. That's a...
Well, like I said, the
I'm not exactly
enchanted stone.
heights.
Oh, then don't look at it. I would also suggest not really looking out the windows.
It's kind of hard to look out.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a pretty big doll.
And that's what rings for the classes to get started.
Every morning.
So how did you come up with Gembot? I'm sorry, Pinky. Look, I'm. Never mind.
I already had a couple embarrassing nicknames for my kids, so I thought it was appropriate to come up with something for her.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
I'm sticking with Pinky. You don't have to worry about that from me.
You just used it a minute ago, though. When we were downstairs.
But you know, when an opportunity comes along, you can't just very well just leave it lying there. Don't give me them eyes.
Oh, honey, we're just teasing.
I know. Big fan of teasing.
Right, there's a difference between teasing to be mean and teasing to laugh. Or teasing to put a smile not only on your face but ours. And it's not at your expense to make you feel bad. That's different.
I guess that explanation kind of went over my head. I'm being kind of honest.
Right. So, when you know that someone's intentionally trying to be mean, and they're utilizing the nickname that she gave you, like Gembot, in a sentence to make it seem derogatory in any way, shape, or form, That's teasing in a negative manner. You understand that?
Yeah. Guess.
Right. Now, what we were just doing was not in a derogatory way. We were just teasing simply to have a laugh.
Hmm. Okay.
And you know that it's all you have to do is just mention that you're not really
Speak up.
Mm.
All you gotta do. You got words, you use them. You know common.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Yeah, there you go.
I'm assuming you found the part.
Mm. Yeah, it feels like it's in place, but I can't really feel anything. Same with my hand.
I wouldn't hazard to say that you could for a little while. I don't know what you are, so I don't know exactly how it works. But it's just a gas, you know. Sort of if I chopped off my hand, and all you'd see is three and grey innards, and probably just slap it on there and tie it together with a couple of vines, and a couple of days it'd retouch. I wouldn't be able to feel it or move it or anything.
Yeah, can't even move my fingers really. Stiff and solid now.
Oh. Or
just be careful.
Yeah. At the very least, they feel like they're on solidly now. So, that's something, right?
Oi. Right, is there anywhere else you haven't seen yet?
Well, I guess it's one of those things I don't really know what I don't know. So.
Well, I think the only places she hasn't seen are the greenhouse and the infirmary.
Well, would you want to take her to first? Farmery's a bit closer, but the greenhouse is just up the way.
Oh. Either one, really. I don't think it's gonna be faster getting to either one, really. I could show you the infirmary, because, I mean, that's kind of where I'm learning to help people.
Fine. Did you tell her why you had medical bags inside the dorms?
Oh, yeah. I thought it would be wise for us to have, you know, medical equipment and supplies in our dorm, just in case somebody got hurt. We could take them there instead of have to run all the way across campus to the infirmary, since the dorms and that side of campus are a bit farther away.
It's a good idea.
Captain Silver also told us that we can use the pouches when we need to go places. We can take our supplies with us.
Yeah, it's like a first aid kit.
And we've got enough for each of us to use one. Yeah, that's it.
Did you explain who was the one that came up with the idea?
It was, it's me.
Thought so.
The others
Sounds like
liked
something
the
you'd do.
idea, and we had a squad blossom after all, so we all agreed it would be a good idea.
Wait, so how exactly does that work?
Right.
Oh.
So the way the system works is that the second that each member inside the squad has one blossom, the entire squad receives one blossom, and it's considered a squad blossom. And all squad mates then have to decide amongst themselves what they want to utilize that squad blossom for, whether it is to, I guess, since Ignis used theirs to get a bar, they, as Ardent Vale, use theirs to mini triage inside their dorm. I'm not sure if Crystal Thorn's done anything with, or even if they've got one, as
Wait,
well as
so-
Vanguard's planning to do
so
something as well.
They made you use your points or whatever for medical supplies? It seems like something that should have been just kind of a given.
It is in the infirmary, and this is something that they can utilize as Ardent Vale. Ignis can't come in and use it, neither can Vanguard or Crystal Thorn. It's something only Ardent Vale can.
And a bunch of our squad is in. Oh, hi, Rook.
Hello, I'm just passing through looking for people.
Oh.
You've seen Victor, Chips, or Specca? Tell them I need them at the Ignis Storms. Okay, Willow?
Like, will do. Well, I guess I've been given a task.
But, yeah, half our squad is in the medical squad. It's like, second squad? I don't know. We all wear these armbands. That way people know exactly who's in the, squad.
Cute.
We did just get some
Right, well,
mail
I
there.
feel like I'm butted in, so I'm going to saunter off as the third wheel.
It's fine. You're more than welcome.
Alright. I actually need to find Popsicle before she decides to try and pass out before Milton. The question is, do I take the express route or do I go the normal way?
Oh. I mean, I don't.
Express it,
That always freaks me out. He's probably okay, as long as the magic worked. That's why that big, orb rune thing is here.
I'm going to
Walk down.
say nope to that.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly only really trust magic up to a certain point. Even though that makes me feel a little weird, it sounds much safer.
I think most of us here have gotten used to them. We're so used to using the portals to get around in school. We use them all the time. It's considered a bit odd by some people if you just walk somewhere across campus. Sometimes I do. I don't know.
You get exercise.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I like to just run across. You know? Because, I don't know. I enjoy running.
I haven't actually gotten the chance to do my morning run here in the past couple days. I usually get up and jog about a half hour or so every morning.
Well, I guess I'll show you the infirmary. It's kind of surprising, honestly. When they said they had a library, I was expecting like the ones we've been to. Not
this is
quite like this.
bigger than any one that I've been to.
Hmm.
Oh, did it get darker?
It did.
Is it really already that late?
Kinda, I guess. There's also, well, Spirit Week. They said it would be getting darker. They said there's gonna be an entire
Oh.
day that it's dark. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do. I still don't fully understand how it all works, but I get really tired when it's dark.
Is the moon going to be out at least?
Looks like it. Although... anyways. I should be good for a little while at least. I feel fine for now, but it's always hard to judge. These pumpkins are weird looking.
It's jack-o'-lantern.
I mean, I know that, but I don't know. I've never been around for this time of the year, so... kind of, you know, first time seeing most of this.
Consider yourself lucky, because they didn't really do much regarding holidays back at my school. They were a lot more no nonsense, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
They did let us celebrate Christmas though. That was kind of the big one.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll be around to celebrate Christmas. I always enjoyed that one. It's just always so cold.
Yeah, just gotta bundle up.
I like those kinds of clothes. Anyways, this is the infirmary. There's actually a second entrance from the main hall, but it's a little bit harder to get to. And you have to cut through, I forget what Headmaster Akiyama said it's called, but the entire room's empty right now. They don't even have any furniture in there. Anyways. This is the infirmary. I've been in here actually quite a few more times than I'd like, but they've got plenty of medical supplies, beds, all sorts of stuff for taking care of people. Which is one of the things the nurses squad does. Captain Silver isn't always able to be here, so if somebody gets hurt and she's not around, we have to know what to do, so she's been teaching us a lot of things.
That's
How to
good.
clean and bandage wounds, set bones. She taught us a bit about CPR too.
Do you feel like you're prepared if you need to do that?
Kinda. I was worried I was gonna have to perform CPR on Augusta the other night. Apparently she doesn't know how to swim, I guess? She panics in the water.
Oh.
She
Okay.
was doing her patrol thing that she had to do as a punishment. And, apparently she fell off the ledge of a sharp drop-off and fell into the water, and thankfully Rook happened to be there and he got her out, but, she had some seawater, or water, I guess, just in general in her chest, in her lungs. She managed to vomit most of it up, so there wasn't really any need to do CPR. But, I was worried I was gonna actually have to use
Yeah.
that.
That's kind of scary, honestly.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. Especially since I only had one
It's
arm.
one of those. Oh yeah, it's. Was there no one there who was capable of doing it?
No one else was around. The only other person I knew was still around and awake was Specca. And we weren't sure where she was. So, I had Rook go and look for her, and I looked after Augusta. She ended up being okay, so it wasn't a big deal, but... I don't know. Why do people drink alcohol all the time?
It's. People have their different reasons.
She said she'd been drinking, and that's why she fell in. She didn't really have an answer for me when I asked her why she would drink something like that. If it's gonna, you know, cause her to lose balance like that and fall into the water. It's dangerous. She could have died.
Yeah, you typically don't want to do something that's precarious, like, you know, driving or anything like that if you're been drinking.
Yeah. I think Carver drinks a lot too. He acts kind of weird.
Yeah, that's
Did he used to do that a lot, or?
Like I said, people have their different reasons.
Apparently Vevena was also having issues with that. Actually, now that I think about it, I think a lot of people in Ignis have problems with that. The only one who I haven't seen having issues with drinking is Victor, but I don't really know. Victor's kind of odd.
I'm surprised they even let you guys drink here. Typically that's something that's banned at military academies.
I don't know. I'm a little afraid to even try it, if I'm being honest. It makes people, you know, not be able to think
If you would
straight.
ask me, I would say it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the best thing. I say that, and every once in a while I might need a drink or two, but only on very rare occasions.
I wonder where everybody is. The greenhouse is straight up this way. I actually... Oh, I really need to finish taking care of my plants. I, kind of ran out of time this morning. It's a little hard to do things with only one arm.
Do you want some help?
If you wouldn't mind, there were a couple of plots that I still had to remove the weeds from. Then I have to water them, and I have to pick the herb plums.
The what?
Herb plums.
What's that?
Well, I could show you. Well, actually, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them. Greenhouse is weird. The headmaster has some sort of enchantment on it that lets people basically overlap. It's kind of weird. It's like some sort of spatial manipulation kind of thing. It's weird. Basically, if somebody plants something in one garden, the other person won't be able to see it. And if they do something in that plot, they overlap. And they don't really do anything to each other. But you also can't see what the other person makes or is growing until they leave the greenhouse with it.
Ooh. Okay, this is pretty.
It's kind of cool, I guess. Let's see. Yeah. I still need to finish weeding this one plot. Let me see if I can get this. Come on. There.
Oh, here, sorry.
I got distracted.
It's okay, I got it. This was the only one that I still needed to get the weeds out of. Here, put this back. Here we go.
Here, let me give you a hand.
Sure. Thanks.
Here. Is that the only one, or do you have more?
I've got 8 plots that I've been growing things in before I got hurt.
Oh wow. It's
I figured I'd try and grow as much as I can. At least what seems reasonable. I figured, even if I don't use it, maybe one of my squad mates might be able to. I've been growing, Erplums and Wolfsbane. These Erplums will need to be picked, but honestly, I've already picked so many. I might just leave them for now. I've got like an entire stack
Might be a
over
good
there.
idea. Oh, yeah.
Each plant produces a bunch, so... Let's see. Just these last 4. Honestly, I don't want to really grow any more wolfsbane, though. I know it's not good for Lila or Zachary. The two of them are lycans, so they're kind of susceptible to it. And I know they seemed kind of upset when they knew that people were going to be growing a bunch of it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Okay, I think that's all of them. Here. I'll finish tending to them and making sure all the weeds and stuff are gone. I guess you guys didn't grow anything at your school?
No, nothing like this.
Well, they're teaching us because we can use a lot of these in alchemical potions and stuff. You should see how much, Hannah's already got grown. Apparently she and her family already do a lot with, alchemy and making potions. Professor Vaughn's been, teaching her, extra stuff. I think she might also be using the alchemy lab on her own as well. With his permission, of course. Got 'em all. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's not really like I was able to help that much, but it's like keeps getting a little darker, I think.
A little, maybe. Not really sure.
Where'd you know?
Well, I think at this point, you've seen everywhere on campus. Aside from maybe, like, the mines or, wherever that, hot spring place is.
I guess I'll say that tomorrow.
So I guess you're gonna be here tomorrow and stuff?
Yeah, the headmaster asked if I would be able to stay a couple more days at least. I told him that was fine.
Nice.
I'm excited.
I'm excited that you get to stay for a bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't really know where else to show you.
Which way was it back to the range?
Back this way. Here, I'll lead the way.
So that's the library, and
And to our left is
There's
the
the infirmary.
offices.
yeah, I remember that.
And the range is right next to the infirmary. Hello,
How's the
Professor Willow.
tour going?
Pretty good. I actually had to stop by the greenhouse anyways, so.
Oh. So now it's to the infirmary.
I actually already showed her that. She was wondering which way back to the range.
Wanting to show off your skills, I see.
Well, last time I walked by there wasn't really anyone there to show off to. I just don't want to get rusty, you know?
I think Carver's over there with Ginger and Northernman.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Maybe
Not
I can teach
100% sure.
Maybe I can teach him a thing or two.
Which one?
Carver.
Be careful about that. He might not be paying attention until you actually shoot him.
We'll see.
I'm not much for guns, so I know I won't.
That's fine.
Oh, Shizuka's over here as well.
But it is not very long. Actually, fairly interesting. I'm excited to see how you transform over the week.
One of my favorite colors.
Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Pierce.
How have you guys been this morning?
Lila?
Pretty good.
I haven't seen her
She was
recently. She was
showing me around the
training
rest of
with
the
Zachary.
campus.
Ah, right. I feel bad. My sister visited the other day, and I didn't really get the opportunity to show her
Time
around
to
as
go
much as
find
I
out?
would have liked to, so
No.
probably the next time.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Enjoy your
Mm-hmm.
dream.
We were just talking.
Oh.
Training's supposed to stay over for at least the rifles.
Well, that's good. Busy day, though. Busy friggin' day, and here I thought I'd actually get to relax a little bit and actually take it easy for once. But there's always something to do. More news, something else to tackle.
You're feeling better today?
Yes and no. Mentally, I'm a bit more relieved. Physically, it's slowly digressing.
Everyone's a bit wee, isn't it?
Well, Catherine was an absolute crack shot. Fortunately, I was going through a whole lot of that yesterday, so I didn't really get the exact chance to admire it, but teaching all the other students about how to use the rifles, and likewise, took one simple glance to realize the stance of a true marksman. Yeah, some things never change.
I like it.
There we go.
Nice.
Apparently the aim's off. Because I saw him aiming at something, but he saw it hit somewhere else.
A little bit.
Those seem to be runic circles.
I'm probably gonna do multiple. Knowing me.
Oh.
Nice one. nice to see you haven't gotten rusty over the years. Certain things don't change.
Sorry.
I certainly don't.
All right. Drawing beer.
Oh, good one.
I'm 4 for 4 today.
Obviously, 4 for 4?
Bet with myself. Don't worry about it. Which, by the way, what?
Oh, thought that was your way of saying you're taking off.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I got fairy wine in finally. Costed me at least 3 favors.
Oh.
But stop straining yourself, yes.
I'm not straining myself. So, Fey wine.
Aye.
I am
Could kill a
interested in
human.
trying. In a small dose. I am interested in a small dose.
It'll have to be a small dose for you if it can knock a dwarf on his ass.
I am not so cocky as to underestimate, or I guess you should say overestimate, my biology. And I can handle my liquor, for God's sake, but we're talking Fey wine here. That's a first for me.
Fine. And like any good person who can enjoy a good wine, they should always be prepared to get wee intoxicated.
Yeah. Make sure for the right place, right time. Once a day's over and other things have been dealt with.
Oh, now that the hot springs are open, I'll probably bring some over for us teachers.
I'd like that. Be a fun night. Well, I'm gonna circulate around a little bit.
Aye.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get a glass.
5 for 5.
Five of
Oh,
what?
nothing. I'll tell you before you leave.
I think I have an idea of what you're talking about.
Aye.
I don't know. Maybe I'll mention it to him.
Look, I might be an old dog, but at the same time, I'm still the spring chicken. I don't know how old he is, so he's probably in between.
He should be close to 30 now, I think.
I know he said he wasn't that much older than most of us. I think Ryder's actually almost his age, if I remember correctly.
I've been told I look 35. That's the greatest compliment I ever received in the entire lifespan.
Really sure how old I look.
To be quite honest, when you told me you were 37, I was kind of shocked.
Oh, really?
I was just wee bit. Thought you were more like 25.
Oh, well, thank you very much. wish I was 25 again. Honestly, my back is killing me. It's doing this to me yesterday.
Maybe you should get different shoes?
Yeah, you're probably right. I didn't bring more than a couple pairs, though. I didn't exactly have long to pack.
I was hoping to catch you in your uniform.
I actually didn't think to bring that this time.
Next time, things that there's a next.
I hope so.
Hopefully by then my wife will be able to be stopping by and the two of you can chitter chatter.
Oh, I'd enjoy that.
You weren't the only one.
Hopefully my uniform still actually fits me.
Didn't you want her to talk to, Melanie?
Mel? Hi. Melanie's already filled out all the paperwork and gotten it back to me, so I have to send it off to the drow hierarchy. Fortunately. Fucking pricks they are. Sorry, just my own hot blood boiling over here. I should say sap. Be a little more politically correct.
I guess that's understandable as well. I wonder where everybody else
Apparently
is.
the Jolly Green Giant. Well, unfortunately, caught salt and vinegar in the lady's hot spring, so he's taken out clay. I tree-strided my ass back down, so...
I guess he's really not supposed to do that.
No, I don't think it. I think they're designated and sectioned off for a good reason.
That was actually, the headmaster was asking me to help him with tomorrow. I think he mentioned that most of the female staff wouldn't be around tomorrow.
Female staff. Only female staff I know of is Madame Minerva and Captain Silver.
Aye, the Madame and Linen are the only two female staffers we got. I was changing my parents to look female, but it'd be a false thing.
Oh.
That is extremely difficult, and it only probably worked for a certain amount of time.
I guess that would make sense. I probably won't get in the water, so maybe I could help.
Yeah, I might could use you.
I'm assuming to ensure that, you know, everything goes smoothly.
I was specifically told to help make sure the boys don't try and do anything funny.
Good luck with that one. One of them can turn invisible, not too well. You can still kind of see his eyes. And his clothes. The other one can turn into bats at will, but eventually that wears out on him. And salt and vinegar, let's just say he's a bit not all there.
I'm going to assume that these are nicknames you've given people.
Oi.
Because I'm not going to be able to identify anyone based on these.
Orful, he's a drow. Can't really turn invisible very well. Then there's Chips, the one who's not really all there, the one that was found in the lady's hot spring already. And then there's Victor, our local vampire. So, That's that.
Good to know.
You're alright.
Yeah?
Alright. Making sure. I was just about to say, are they really that big? Or is she just really that small?
I mean, I don't think I'm that terribly small, and I'm shorter than her. Those things are just that big. They're almost as tall as Rook is.
Fair enough.
You remember what Rook used to do, or, you know. He thought he could go invisible by just standing there and, you know, holding his arms out.
Mm.
Guess she's checking her shots?
Fine. Get a good marksman would.
Oh. Hi, Stark.
Hello, Arbor. How are you feeling?
How's it going, Northerman?
I keep telling you that's Gavin, not me.
You'll learn when you get older.
Sadly, from the censure. Oh, I saw you all from the top of the infirmary. Thought I'd stop down.
Wait, top of infirmary?
Hmm.
Oh, wait, you do that,
Well, Miss
floaty.
Golden Triggerfinger over here wants to get more practice in, it seems, so.
No, actually, I'm checking the sites because the MOA was really, really off. I can tell these are training rifles. My grouping was awful.
The sights are a couple meters down where they're supposed to be. They're not really notched correctly.
Yeah. So.
Right, we've got another Golden Triggerfinger. Oh, wonderful.
I prefer a bow, crossbow, than a rifle, but my father made sure I was trained with both.
Precisely why I'm sticking with my damn runic circles.
I plan to learn those as well.
Are you just planning to become the Midas multi-tool?
No, I don't actually plan to do any sort of work on craftsmanship. I plan to focus solely on runic crafting.
Fair enough. I already did the damnedest thing. I gave Mason the most horrific idea ever. He asked if there was any way that he could combine a sword and or a lance and a gun, and I just kind of looked at him and went, "What are you gonna do? Call it a gun lance?" And he just kind of went, "You know what? Just like, for fuck's sake, I need to keep my mouth shut from now on."
And so the gun lances took over the human world as a new weapon for everyone to use. Also,
run out of
apologies.
ammo, just stab them.
I don't think I introduced myself. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Stark Sepher.
Name's Catherine Galahad. It's nice to meet you.
I've heard of you from peers, but have never had the opportunity of meeting you. Your
I'm
reputation
curious.
precedes yourself.
I'm curious to hear what he said about me.
Good things.
I would hope so.
God, my failed mind needs to stop playing tricks.
What's wrong?
What was that, Professor?
Nothing, just being Faye sometimes kind of sucks the fun out of things because you just want to say something that'll be a very terrible, terrible joke.
I mean, nothing is stopping you. Terrible jokes flow pretty heavily here. I mean, have you met the headmaster?
That's fake humor. You wouldn't get it so well.
I'm starting to get it more and more.
Ass.
Right, fine, since you all are just jerking me arm behind my back. When you made reference that Pierce was telling you all about how wonderful she is, I was sitting there kind of going, I wonder what side.
What side?
See, she gets it. She gets it. I'm glad she gets it.
Allow me to enlighten you with some of my humor. Do you know what this means? Because that's what just happened to me.
I know. That's why I said my humor is going to not exactly going to be, on par. But let's
It
just
means it
say
went
that.
over my head. I didn't quite get it.
Oh.
Let's just say Pierce has been drifting with his gaze a bit. You should get that one, and if you don't, I swear to fuck.
I mean, I've known Pierce for several years. His gaze drifts a lot. You should meet Betty. His gaze drifted all over her.
Alright, well, now he gets it. Pinky, you are just...
Don't worry about it, hun.
You are just the most cherishable sunflower there is in the garden. Again, teasing you, not in a derogatory way.
I know.
Just put a smile on your face. How are things with Shizuko? Is she alright? Or is she a bit...
She's running
bent to
about.
shit?
Don't think she wanted to talk to me anymore. Or anyone, really. She was looking for Lila, but I think Lila may have gone to rest. She went up to the hot springs into the female area. I can't go there, as I'm not female.
Well, at least one of you gets it.
I wouldn't think that would be difficult. It's pretty simple.
Oh, apparently it was, because Salt and Vinegar decided to take a bit of a dip in it.
Which one is Salt and Vinegar?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Chips.
Oh, I see. That doesn't surprise me. The intelligence levels on him are lacking, it seems.
You see? At least I'm not the only one.
Well, my experiences with him have been less than lackluster. Especially considering the first day I was here, he was nearly thrown out of class for failing to follow very simple instructions.
He seems nice enough when he's not being creepy.
Oh, he's creepy too. I'll add that to my list of reasons not to speak to him.
Oh, as a teacher, I have to keep an open mind, and I want the best for him, just as I would want it for the rest of you.
It doesn't seem like this is the academy for him. If he plans to actually learn anything, didn't even want to spar earlier and worried about.
Careful.
I was holding it up. Don't worry. I had to keep my hand off the trigger and point it away from others.
Typically, you actually want to keep it pointed down in front of you like this. Pointing it up is actually not the best idea. If you do end up misfiring, it's much better for it to go into the ground than to go straight up in the air.
Going off what the professors taught us.
Pierce?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's giving you misinformation. There was more than a time or two I had to correct him when we were working together.
He doesn't use rifle as much, so not terribly surprised.
He tried to show off a time or two.
That sounds like Pierce.
He shows off nearly every morning, flexing his mana abilities.
Again, that sounds like Pierce. Hello, Gavin.
Terrifies Kari.
Hey, Stock. Seems people are still looking for one.
I know.
Which one?
Alana. I believe.
I haven't seen her in a
Safe
while,
if they haven't.
but I think she may have went to rest.
To be honest with you, I actually haven't really
Who might be still running around looking for
cast anything since I've been here.
Let me see if I can find Chizu. She was in the hot
Any
springs.
particular reason why?
Last I saw her.
Well, there hasn't been a need for it, really. I mean,
Well, we
scratch
couldn't
that. I
go
have
outside.
put the runic circles on the barriers so that the children could go into the mines and such.
Oh, I could
Well, that's child's play.
might as well.
There's nothing wrong with practicing. You don't want to get rusty.
Oh, trust me. There's so many confounded spells I got.
Hmm.
350 years of experience, nearly.
It's impressive.
I've learned at least over 275 different unique runes, all tying into at least nearly all 8 of the schools of magic. I don't dare touch the necromancy one, those. It's just forbidden for me.
Oh, I was about to say. I could have sworn there was 9, but yeah, if you don't touch necromancy.
I know 2 runes that I have. I dive in there and I don't touch it, so I kind of exclude them. Studied them, never cast them.
Hey. Whenever you're healed up, we're going to come back here and I'm going to show you actually how to use these, okay?
Sure, I'll look forward to it.
Now, is there anything else you think we should go take care of or look at or anything like that today?
Not really. I've been studying all the material I can. Probably need to brush up on alchemy again. I'll have to go over the notes that Hannah gave me. She's a lot better at
Just be
alchemy than I
careful.
am. Yeah, I'm not exactly eager to be around a cauldron anytime soon. But I still have to know the material, if I get tested on it.
Kinda wish I was there to prevent it.
I don't know. It's happened kind of fast. It's all kind of a blur. I just remember Arya just saying that she was gonna put it all in, and I saw her start pushing all of the ingredients towards the cauldron. Like she was gonna sweep them in, and I tried to reach forward and pull her back. but she'd already swept most of them in. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. There was a flash of light, and I finally,
It's fine. Which means I'm probably going to need to start working on things such as barrier light, rather than teaching you a fireball.
I'd actually really like that. One of the reasons I came here was because I wanted to learn how to do magic. I think I told you about... Yeah.
You did.
I've been trying to learn how to do that again. But, I don't exactly know what I'm doing.
Right. I believe I told you that sometimes magic can also come from emotions, yes? Beings or humans or other species alike, whenever they're in a very heightened situations, can tap into places and things that they've never thought of before.
Yeah, I think that sums up that situation pretty well.
Remember,
Don't overthink it, I know. It's verbal, somatic, and material. So the three things that can be used to cast spells. I don't remember doing any of that, honestly. I just remember being terrified.
One of the runic circles that I was able to conjure up at one point in time, fortunately came at great cost to a friend of mine. A rock. You know what those are?
I know what a rock is, but I feel like
Not-
this is something different.
Not a
I mean,
rock,
like,
as
the
in... Like,
Wait, what?
it's a large bird.
it's a
A terrifyingly large eagle, if you will.
Oh. That's definitely not what I was thinking. Oh.
I'm sure that Steele will eventually introduce them at some point when he goes over aviary species. But in any case, a friend of mine, another dryad, he was being threatened by one. It moved in and started claiming territories around his grove, so he did everything he could to try and frighten it off. And in return, what it did was it found his tree and started to claw at it. Whittled it down so much to the point that my friend, in a desperate attempt, reached out to me through the trees. Fortunately, it got to me too late. By the time my tree started over there, his tree was already uprooted. Felt so angry and mad when I saw the thing flying over. The only thing that I can remember was that below me and my feet were nothing but 9 circles. With nearly almost every runic at that point, every runic that I mastered was written in them. Damn thing was obliterated. The only thing that exists now is just a feather that I keep in my house. It's not as big as my forearm.
Oh.
I didn't have that pre-drawn or anything. It just happened.
Like an instinct?
Because I was angry. see. Emotions can have ties into magic deeper than most can either comprehend nor understand. I just simply know that it's his. Your mum here. Sure, she could probably cast something, but nothing too big. But at the same time, she understands that it's nothing for her, so she decided to go down the right firearms. Worked so hard and diligent at it, and so she's got a golden trigger finger.
I've tried on more than a few occasions. I've never really been able to actually cast anything.
It's fine. Nothing to be ashamed of, dear. Wipe that sad expression off your face. Come on now.
At this point, it's
made
not
up for it.
really. At this point, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not really something that I need in my everyday life.
If anything, it's a fucking nuisance.
That makes me feel better.
Trust me, I tried enchanting a broomstick to try and clean my house, and it was doing it just fine for a couple of weeks. Then something spilled on it and kind of drizzled the writing a little bit, and damn thing went nuts. See, sometimes magic can get goofy. Even for someone who's very well versed in it. Precisely why I no longer use magic inks. At all. I engrave it now. Oh dear. Better saunter you back over to the bus.
Maybe here soon.
Should probably get the gemstone to pick.
Yeah, how are you feeling, hun?
I'm okay. I don't really feel too tired just yet. At least, maybe.
Maybe because the moon's out.
Maybe.
Well, I know I've got at least another 4,000 more crystals to go through.
Crystals?
Oh, jeez.
I've been engraving each and every single solitary one with a different element so that a lot of you can utilize them, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of crystals.
And I've even had to touch a few elements I don't enjoy touching, but I managed somehow. Might want to get her on that bus.
Guess you'll be back tomorrow.
So I saw you arc your back.
It's not necessarily from being tired, that's just from being old.
I guess I probably should head back to the dorms before I do start getting too tired to move.
Choice. We can saunter her off to bed first, or we can walk you to the bus. Either way, I don't mind guiding one of you ladies back to where you belong.
It's up to you.
I'm not good with making decisions like these.
can do it.
I'll walk with you back to the bus.
There we go.
Right then, lead the way, dear Captain.
Guess we should take one of the portals. That'll be the fastest way.
Up to you.
Which one? Running downhill is not the easiest thing in heels.
No, I wouldn't gather it would be.
This one.
Right. Oh, anyway.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your 2-day tour.
Yeah, it was wonderful. It's a lot, not necessarily bigger, but there's a lot more interesting things here than there were at my school.
Like a giant magical dome.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Or a large runic tree.
Mm-hmm. Or a library, or a coliseum, or... or a greenhouse, actually.
Oh?
Hey. You guys taking off for the night?
Mm-hmm.
She is.
Sorry we didn't get to catch up more. Today's been a busy friggin' day, but I'll like to hear from you if you want to write a bit more often. I'll definitely write back and hopefully get to see you again sometime soon.
Yeah, of course. I actually will be back again tomorrow. The headmaster asked me to help him with something.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh.
Apparently I'm going to be helping you guys with the hot springs.
Oh, interesting. Oh. Oh. Well, hopefully I see you tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
God, one hell of a night ahead of me. I'll see you around.
Oh, come here.
Yeah. Have a good night too, Arbor.
You too, Professor Carver.
What the hell's 4 for 4?
Well, now it's 5 for 5, mate.
What's 5 for 5? Did he tell you? He told you, didn't he?
He didn't have to tell me.
Then what is it?
I wouldn't worry, mate. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm 2 out of 3 right now, and I'm ashamed because I'm married.
What? What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Come on, this is you and me we're talking about here. What does this mean?
Professor Carver. If it's any consolation, I don't really get it either.
Huh?
Just know
So
that
you're
she
not
and
gonna
I
fill
have
me in?
formed. We formed a newly found friendship here. All right, we have our little secrets as you two did. Don't butt in. Just relax. It's nothing terrible.
Okay. I believe you.
I'm bringing you a piece of paper with a runic symbol on it to warm that out for you.
That'd be nice.
Quit rotating the muscle, otherwise you're just going to strain it.
Actually, that kind of helps a little bit, if I'm being honest.
In certain ways you stretch it high, but not in all of them. If you go stretching it in every direction, you're going to strain it in the direction it doesn't want to go.
I'll keep that in mind.
You can
At
keep
any rate,
trying
I'll
to tell
see you
him,
tomorrow, I
Professor.
guess.
This stubborn man will probably do whatever he wants, no matter what you say.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to paralyze him just to fucking make it go away.
I've already been there and done that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. There's someone I need to try to catch.
Better bring a bug net.
I'll talk to you in a moment.
What?
Alright.
You or me? I'm confused.
I think he was talking to me.
Actually, something I need to do before I actually head back to my hotel. If I'm going to be helping you guys with the hot springs tomorrow, I need to go into town and buy a swimsuit or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be useful.
Oh,
Didn't exactly think to
about
pack
to go
one.
up.
I was considering mentioning that while he was still standing here, but I didn't want to do that to him.
You didn't have to. Did you catch the momentary pause he had and the gaze he put upon you the second you mentioned that you're going to be helping with the hot springs? That man looked at you like you're a newfound piece of fish. Fresh off the boat.
I mean, not surprised.
Not one
And
bit.
again, 2 out of 3, and I'm still ashamed for it. That third attempt was just right there, and I was just like, nope, I'm a man of integrity. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it at all.
You may feel free to lie to yourself as much as you like, Professor.
Alright, listen here, Northern.
We all know you want it.
Right. And the second that my wife finds out, I'm as good as turned into an armchair.
Well, it was good knowing you as not an armchair.
Careful, you sit on me, we might have full-blown conversations.
Maybe one day you'll stop calling me Northerner. Call me Stark instead.
Before I called you Dire Wolf, then.
No. I have no relation to direwolves.
Oh, what a shame.
Well enough, I guess.
I'll bring you the book, don't worry about it.
And I'll have to realize this reference somehow. Two could go for a good book.
I'm going to be doing the same thing for you. I'll have one of my doves swing by your hotel room with a little runic paper for your back.
Oh, it's not necessary.
Shush. If you're going to be enjoying the hot springs, I'm going to want you to enjoy it to its fullest extent and not, having to stand at attention every 5 seconds, arcing your back, making sure it's not in pain. Nothing permanent.
I've got medicine. Always keep some in my purse. Just need to go back to my hotel room and get it.
Exactly. You put the paper on, goes on, a runic symbol stays on your back for about a day and dissipates the next morning. And you're fine. Go back to taking your pills all you like.
I'll think about it.
Still have the dove go by and swing it to you. If you want to use it, you can. Nobody will be able to see it. So it just fades in with your skin tone. As mine do with me. But we stood here long enough.
It's good to see you again.
I'll get to see you again tomorrow, so...
Yep. I'm excited. Alright. It's good seeing you too. Seeing you again too.
You as well, Catherine.
See you both tomorrow?
I probably try to be there if I'm not knee deep in crystals.
Well, I'll look forward to it. Bye.
She really does care about you like you're her child.
Yeah, I know.
Not easy understanding that, is it?
It's a bit odd, you know? I don't know. It's always been odd. You know, she kind of, I guess you would understand it better than most would. You live a lot longer than most humans, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, I haven't really changed much because, well, I just haven't, I guess. Look like this, well, minus the bandages, but I always look like
I
this.
know what you mean.
And on top of that...
Your looks don't change.
Yeah, I know. But she changed a lot.
Fine. She's human after all. Humans grow old.
Yeah. You know... I didn't really do much while I was at home. I'm kind of there by myself most of the time. So I'd sit there and think about the last conversations that I'd had with her and, you know. I'd be excited to continue those conversations when I saw her again. But, a lot of the times by the time I finally got to see her again, it could be months, if not years later. And
Fine.
she'd all but forgotten a lot of those conversations, you know?
Oh.
Craziest one was coming back and finding out that she'd already served in a military and... well... she was planning on going back for a couple more years and I had to leave again and when I finally got to see her again, she was basically finished with the military and she had a husband and it's a little weird, I guess. To me it doesn't feel like much time has passed, but for her, it's been years, so...
Fine. but I'm sure each and every time she saw you, it was as if it was yesterday for her, as it was for you.
Maybe so, but that's the thing. Everything had changed to some extent.
My first child, his lineage is still around. Are all very well off, and they're jewelers. Not that kind of jeweler. Simple enchantment jewelers. Typically, they take already pre-made things.
Yeah, but they had to get those stones from somewhere, and that's always a bit of an odd thing to think about.
I promise you they weren't sentient.
If they were, well, I would have liked to have met them first, but that's not really the problem I see with it. I haven't exactly had the best relationship with humans outside of Catherine. First ones I met threatened to shatter me and sell me for money. So,
Well,
not exactly a fan of jewelry. I know it's not anybody's fault, you know? Gemstones are kind of pretty, I guess, in a weird way, but I don't really see it that way.
Different gemstones can mean different things to different species. Drow and Owl like them because they are shiny and they mean many different things. Dwarves love them especially because, well, they're just again, shiny and things that they can have and mean different things. Humans do very interesting things when it comes to gemstones. They can mean a variety of things, and it's not necessarily because they're shiny and they want to collect them, but because they can be presented to friends or loved ones or significant others.
Yeah, well.
I know it doesn't change the way you feel, but
yeah.
A little insight and a little understanding go a long way.
I know, and I'm patient with people, I guess, on that kind of stuff. You know, even when we're in the mines and people are running around with pickaxes, it's unnerving, I guess. You know, those things are meant to split someone like me.
Right.
So it's a bit odd, but I know I'm the oddball out. I'm a gemstone.
You are the only one.
I mean, in regards to specifically gemstone things.
I understand what you're saying about that.
I don't know.
But everyone here is a bit odd in their own unique little way. Including me. I've gone through 56,000 crystals by now.
Wow. It's crazy.
Well, keeps me busy. Allows me to come up with new and interesting ways to teach you all. That son of mine and his lineage, they've been around for some time now. I stopped visiting them about 100 years ago, but I keep tabs on them from year to year. Are in there, say, nearly 10? Maybe 11? 11th generation by now.
That's a really long time.
Their largest generation was their 8th. They expanded quite a lot, covered different countries. One of them even married an elf. That one was a bit excommunicated, but then brought back into the family. Totally didn't have a thing to do with it at all. But you need to get your rest. I'll stop jammering your ear off.
Okay. Good night, Professor.
I'll show you to your door like a good gentleman should. Same treatment I gave your mother. Showing her to the bus.
Good night. Thanks, for everything today.
Good night. Bye. See you tomorrow. Only 4,000 crystals